Hey guys, so I was recently looking at some of my old videos and my god, some of them are bad. Some of them are so bad. One of the bad ones is actually me screaming the praises of this, the Timber Creek Mamba. Now the video went all squiffly and the camera's wobbly and my camera's messing up all the damn time for that video. So I figured I'd redo it as it's been about a year now since I first bought the Timber Creek Mamba. Now, in the original video, which I will not link down below, slightly out of shame, but in the original video, I couldn't praise this bow enough. It's been a year now. I still love this bow. I genuinely do. When I make arrows, I test them using this bow. I can test a thumb release. I can test Mediterranean. I can do all these different things because it is a fairly weak bow. It's about 24 pounds that I measured it. It is a copy. Now, there's at least 3 different companies that do this bow. I picked it up from Merlin's. Merlin Archery. I will link it down below as well. And the version that Merlin have is the Timber Creek Mamba, this one. It's very rare that I actually keep a bow for a long amount of time. Now I've had my Oneida for over a year, I think a year and a half now. Maybe 2 years come September, possibly, maybe, no, before that. I've had the Oneida for a while and I've had this for over a year. I don't have the Timber Creek Black Panther. And I do kind of regret selling off that bow. I don't have the Cottonmouth. I don't regret selling that bow at all. But this is one of the bows that I just can't imagine getting rid of. It's not a particularly serious bow. And if you've seen the video where I have the Oneida versus the Mamba, my friend Carl was shooting the Oneida. I'm very happy shooting the Mamba. I'm missing a lot. My accuracy isn't that great. I'm going through thumb releases, so a lot of the time with those shots I was missing the target completely and it wasn't that far away. I do the same thing when I take this bow to the club. I don't take this bow to the club to get amazing scores. I take this bow because it's so much fun. You can practice whatever style of shooting you want to practice. And it's fun. It is a laminated, I think it's a fiberglass bow. And honestly, everything good I've said about this bow beforehand, I still maintain. I still love this bow. I still love shooting this bow. It's still so much fun. And it has, honestly, since buying this bow, I've not shot another bow that is as fun as this. Again, it's not a serious bow, but it's a fun bow. It's one that I love to shoot. And when I'm at the archery club and I get people with their target recurves, their Olympic style recurves, their top of the line compound bows, and even some that have just spent £1,000 on a long bow. And I'm there with a bow that cost me £60. But the smile on my face from ear to ear the whole time I'm shooting. I don't even care if I miss. No, I take that back. I care a little bit because arrows, yeah, I can't always find them. But still, I enjoy it so much. The negatives that I said beforehand, I still stand by. The grip doesn't come threaded, and as you see, it's loose now. It's normally loose. I mean, I'm not a bad tailor, but this is just, it annoys me doing it. Takedowns are really cool, which I do still like. This still becomes a problem for me, at least, because the lip is not the lip. The knock. There we go. The knock is still very, very shallow, and stringing it up can be a bit fiddly. The only upside to that is that it's not a very strong bow, so you don't need a lot of power or strength to actually keep it in place while you're doing it, but it can be fiddly. In terms of alignment with the string, again, because it is so thin, that can be a bit fiddly to sort out. Those are the negatives. The fact that if you're not really good at threading or sewing, or you don't particularly like leather wrap, this is annoying. But again, you don't need this on. You can quite easily take this off, maybe wear a glove, and it's fine. It's just a little bit of protection for the coating. It's a fiberglass bow, so it's springy. It's not serious. It's not going to win you any awards, but it's fun. And that's it, just a lip. But it's so much fun. I genuinely love shooting this bow, and I still love shooting this bow. Obviously, if I want to go for scores, if I want to go for accuracy and everything else, I will absolutely take the Oneida Phoenix. But if I've had a long day, if it's been a bit stressful, if I need to get out of my head, the bow I am taking to the archery club, the bow I am going stumping with, the bow I want to shoot because it's enjoyable and it brings me happiness, is the Timber Creek Mamba. Now, when I originally bought this, Merlin did 2 packages with it. You could either buy this for £60 or for £90 you could buy the package, which I think would give you a quiver, 6 arrows and a glove. I'm doing this off of memory. If I'm wrong, I will amend it in the description box down below, where I'll also link to Merlin, because it's such a fun bow. It's not serious, but it's fun, and I love it because it's fun and as a purely aesthetic look. I just love the look of horse bows. So there it is. I've had this bow for about a year now. I am still very much in love with this bow. I have absolutely no plans to get rid of this one. I love playing with it. I love shooting it. It's the bow I go to when I make my arrows and I'm ready to test my arrows before I sell them. It's just so much fun. Just by the by, I call these infection arrows. That's right. That's right. You might not think it, but they are actually a pain in the ass to make. And they are such a pain in the ass because each arrow has a different paint job. Similar style, of course. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thumb release. Always a bit tricky with these ones. It's so much fun!